When we were young in this place, the Falconeers were messengers and guardians. They carried memories and spirits to the beyond. Now those origins are lost and their lives and memories are lost to battle. But you can learn from them, their memories soaring through the clouds above the seas. Let us find out what stories remain in these splintered fragments the currents have brought us. Imperial Peak is the Imperial Seat, the highest attainable seat in the Empire. Towering over Imperial Harbor and the Earthsea, its inhabitants are blinded to the plight of those below. Only those who serve the Empress ever perch on its balconies or set foot on its marble floors. A good position amongst several currents makes Dunkel a favored stop for traders seeking to circumvent Imperial tariffs. A natural harbor, Dunkel has survived longer than many other settlements along the fringes of Imperial control, and boasts its own small mining concession along the moor. House Mercius is the owner of the largest iron mining and trading company in the Imperium. As a result, the rich mines of Clefspire are slowly eating up the islands, and while Clefspire shrinks, its battle fleets grow. Local legend claims that giants threw their spears into the Earthsea to create a shard, a place filled with secrets, where ancient mechanisms are often found along the edge of the moor. House Borgia is known for its secrecy, providing spy masters and clandestine mechanisms to its allies. It is a long-standing target of the Mansa Order. The Reach symbolizes the Mansa Order's power and authority to investigate and prosecute any noble house or vassal of the Imperium. And just like in the myth of Oberon, it symbolizes the Mansa Order's eternal quest to liberate themselves from this world. These memories are not yet important. You have more to learn in other places. Imperial Peak is the Imperial Seat, the highest attainable seat in the Empire. Towering over Imperial Harbor and the Earthsea, its inhabitants are blinded to the plight of those below. Only those who serve the Empress ever perch on its balconies or set foot on its marble floors. Choose now what stories and memories await you. What can be gleaned from these lives? As the son of a lesser noble, being accepted for training by the warbird forces of the Imperium is a great honor. A chance for your house to rise in standing. Your aptitude with the bird and combat is clear, and you are a rising star. However, tragedy strikes, and your family loses. Ascend now, Falconeer.
Attention applicants! Your Empress needs you. With these incidents east of Dunkel and the freebooter threat, we have fallen on desperate times. If successful, you'll be part of a new garrison at the Imperial Peak. Many of you will fail these tests. Only the very best can serve at this post. Today we start with simple performance assessments for each of you. The Empress has an appointment at her Thunderstrike flagship at the exact time, so no wandering off or deviating from the flight plan. There will be repercussions if you do. Good luck.
Morning, Greenhorn. Let's see you fly that warbird. Start off with a slow dive. Chop chop. Diving accelerates your bird and generates energy for special maneuvers. Your bird is energized for dashes and rolls. Show me a strong dash. Now let me see some evasive rolling. You can do this by dashing while turning. Greenhorn. If you get that close to a ship, they'll be having skewered bird for dinner. Get your distance, make a run, and veer before you hit a ship or static target. Don't be a fool now. Of your warbird. Now let's see how observant you are. Imperial Harbor is just south of the Imperial Peak. Head there. Follow the line on your minimap, or use the golden target on your compass for guidance. The next waypoint, we'll practice targeting and focusing. There is a barge up ahead. Find it and stay locked on. The barge has a turret. Consider it a sub-target. Lock onto that for accuracy. Your weapon will indicate when it is aligned with a locked-on target. If the target lock indicators are blinking, it should feel like the weapon is aiming itself. Not bad. Now open fire. Destroy the turret and the ship. Keep your eyes on the target for each pass. Nice work. Your weapon is a valuable relic. We'll need to recharge it from a nearby thunderstorm. Be careful. There are neutral traders, friendly patrols, and airships around at this time. Do not fire on them. Your compass will display friendlies as white and blue, while any hostiles will show up in red. Fly into the clouds to attract the lightning. At any sign of overheating, dive towards the ocean to cool down. Full ammo pods are glowing at the back of your bird. Perhaps you will make it to the guards after all. Not too shabby. Let's head back to the palace. Stay alert! Warbirds near the Imperial flagship! Pirates, I'd wager! Weapons free! Use deadly force! Remember, track the target! Aim ahead of their trajectory and roll your bird to avoid incoming fire. Well done. Focus on where the tracers are landing, not your gun sight. Shooting while turning will radically change where your shots land. Remember, we weave and turn to get behind our targets. Get behind your target, and only then fire! What's this? A raid! They are aiming for Her Majesty's flagship! This is madness! Intercept them! Protect the Empress! Your warbird is equipped with a pyropod. This will release a burst of self-guiding rockets. Most Falconeers will dodge them with a roll or dive, but they will decimate slower targets. A task force! Get ready! This is a major bloody assault! The Imperial flagship! No! The Empress! You traitors!
Death is meaningless for us all. Now we can be reborn from the depths. Memories retained as splinters of our fractured self. But we fear the other, that which remains tied to us. You must become the other, relive the lives of those lost. In order to discover the truth, we must start at the beginning with an ambitious heart. A first heartbeat will grow into 1,000 consequences. A good position amongst several currents makes Dunkel a favored stop for traders seeking to circumvent Imperial tariffs. A natural harbor, Dunkel has survived longer than many other settlements along the fringes of Imperial control, and boasts its own small mining concession along the moor. Choose now what stories and memories await you. What can be gleaned from these lives? Ascend now, Falconeer.
On the Earthy, the Imperial houses rule. The Mansa Order researches, maintains, and controls technology. And the common people, well, they do the work. Fish the Earthy, trade between its settlements, and ultimately always suffer from the fragile balance of power between the Imperium and the Mensa Order. Few people are more aware of this than the people of Dunkel, a speck on the Earthsea, and barely a glimmer on the titanic struggles of the great houses. This part of the Earthsea has been plagued by pirates and criminals who find a welcome home far enough away from the Imperial law to do as they please.
Any greenhorn must get familiar with our holdings and our neighbors. You will start with a wide patrol. Acclimatize yourself with the area and deal with any threats.
You're new here. I've selected a number of tasks and locations that are important for you to be aware of.
On the Earthsea,
Any greenhorn must get familiar with our holdings and our neighbors. Make no bones, Dunkel is on its last legs. Our holdings and trading ships have been under pirate attack for years. Competing free houses have been nibbling away. What you see today is all that's left of Dunkel. Let's try and keep what we've got safe.
These Imperial forts have been undermanned and undergunned for decades. It'll be good to show our faces around here to remind the Imperium we're still a free house. Salad Mount, one of the largest salad tree mining operations on the Earthsea. It'll be good for them to see our patrols and show them that Dunkel aren't finished yet. Easter End is on the border for the wildlands to the north and the east. Pirates and all sorts roam those skies. Be careful.
The lease from the Mensa Order makes Madoin our only profitable holding. It is the lifeblood of Dunkel and a prize for any house or pirate to raid.
I'll be your wingman today. I'll assist you and assess your performance. The fortress is under attack! The pirate raid! Come on, let's assist!
I will hang your skull
Mount! What a sight! It's made the Salamount family wealthy and competitive. You can smell their greed from here. Incoming! Pirates over the head!
Another set of Dunkeltons trying to scrape by on their scurvy birds and Daddy's rusted guns. Get 'em, boys!
Seems clear. Let's head back to Dunkel.
were instrumental in taking out that pirate trash. We are getting reports of navigation buoys going missing. The buoys are essential for traders visiting Dunkel. These aren't safe waters. We'll have to investigate.
You're new here. I've selected...
We are getting reports of navigation buoys going missing. The buoys are essential for traders visiting Dunkel. These aren't safe waters. We'll have to investigate. I'm sending you to search the area and find the navigation buoys that have been reported missing.
This should be a piece of cake. Maybe a Mosul dragged them away, or someone's been plundering them for materials.
Let us hope it's that straightforward. If you find the culprit, make sure you teach them a lesson. No one messes with our property. I expect you back ASAP with a report and the whereabouts of our boys.
Nothing here! I can't see a boy for miles! Is also gone. I go down there and ask them where it went, but touching the ground on a mission is not looked upon kindly in our trade. Another one gone. This is quite the mystery. Let's move on.
They must have taken the boy. You shall not stand in my way! Filth!
Our world survives by the regimen laid out by the lives of countless generations. Honor, loyalty, words of power. For your kin to survive, the kin of others must perish. Our world harbors cruelty, but this cruelty is in us all. Some believe everything is cyclical. We are all doomed to repetition. Isn't that silly? Let us try again. This time to change it, rather than repeat.
We are getting reports of navigation buoys going missing. The buoys are essential for traders visiting Dunkel. These aren't safe waters. We'll have to investigate.